Wrong button. That's right. Hold on, wait, man. Hold on, that's not it.
Yo,
there it is. There it is.
Fire the producer.
There it is. There it is. That's the right button right there. All right. Welcome to We Are Something Else. Episode 242. Neck and wrist. It is a Baddie Behavior Thursday. I'm just so used to hitting buttons. It's your boy Kaleo. There's CB. There's E-Rich. There is Sammy Slayedit for Baddie Behavior. Wow, we in December already. December already. That is crazy. Welcome everybody in. Who we got in the chat? I see Tia. I see Britchery. I see Soul Boy. I see Kasia. There you are, Sammy. I see Chazzy May. Welcome, Gentry. I see Woody, I see CB, and then Tati. That is welcome in. Welcome in. How's everybody?
We're good, man. Just surviving.
Yeah.
Surviving? Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Surviving.
It's the last month of the year, so I mean, you know, people who feel like new year, new me, you got about 27 more days, right? Before you can kick in that new year, new me, and bring in all the New Year festivities. A lot of people put the S at the end of that. How you been, CB?
I've been all right, bro. It's the end of the year, so as far as work goes, things are coming to a screeching halt, and at the same time, all this shit is due. So, just trying to close the year out strong, and at the same time, not lose my sanity. So happy to be hanging with the homies. Always looking forward to a Thursday night.
Yeah, I feel you. E, what's good with you, bro? Mona Lisa, welcome in.
Ain't nothing, bro. Outside of Stranger Things, keeping my sanity from not crashing out and completely, changing back to an old school. Back to the.
You see, right?
Not going back to an old nickname that I used to carry around with me back in our football days.
Okay.
But it was almost, some people almost got introduced to that gentleman today at work at probably the worst place that I could probably introduce that.
Yeah, you don't want that.
That old villain. But we're here. It's Thursday, ready to have a good show and piss some people off.
Okay. Sammy,
Hey.
welcome back. How are you? Long time no see.
Man, it's been a lot going on. Basically, summary, PTA moms are terrible. Planning events is wild. And don't be an accountant at the end of the year. There we go.
Oh, man. I mean, that everything. I think we're all in the same position, even though. What's that?
It's velvet,
I think we're all in the same position, even though it's not Mac. Welcome in. My current day to day has been a little different. Not necessarily the wrap up like CB is going through currently, but my cert exam has been scheduled. We'll cheer for that. Monday, I'm going to take hopefully my first and only attempt at this Net Plus certification because I got some things I need to do on the other end of that certification. Make a couple calls, a couple fuck yous, and all that. So that's what I got planned. That's what I got planned. But I got to pass the test first. So then to put me in a comfortable state. But other than that, look, I've been trying to tap into my creative side. It's been a real creative year for all of us. But got a couple things going, and I posted something on my IG. I don't know if y'all caught it. Something was submitted and approved to TuneCore. So I'm not quite done with 2025 just yet. Stay tuned. Other than that, let's get to it. Santa Claus is actually studying for Netflix. Hey, I've been tapped into Netflix all week long to make sure I don't come across no spoilers on social media for Stranger Things. Yeah. And then me and my bro, luckily he's been keeping my sanity with all these theories. Are y'all Stranger Things fans?
I'm getting back together.
Okay.
But I'm a fan.
Okay.
I think we spoke about this earlier in the week, Kaleo, but I'm just not caught up for this season. But yeah, definitely an OG fan for sure.
Okay. Yeah, so what mean spoilers? We're not
Just off that things. Those Air Max 1s sold out.
Oh yeah, I mean,
the
people who, even if you're not tapped into the show, the sneaker was dope. And I'm shocked.
And the upside down swoosh on the back, that shit was cool. The way that they did it was cool.
It was.
The amount of sneaker L's that have happened this week is absolutely absurd.
It's crazy. That's why I didn't go for anything.
It's an abomination, is what it is.
I didn't want to go for anything. Well, you and our money got a significant win.
We'll see how significant it is. I mean, it's dope. It's dope.
Yeah.
We might talk about those later. We'll see.
Okay. All right. So let's get into it. We'll do all our updates at the end. It is time. Let's wrap. All right. So I thought this was dope right here, and probably the main thing I really wanted to focus on. So let me find the story. So Louisiana prison hosts first father-daughter dance for inmates, right? Fathers who haven't seen their daughters in years and never had a chance to dance with them. So Louisiana State Penitentiary in Angola recently held its first ever daddy-daughter dance hosted by the faith-based group God Behind Bars. Incarcerated fathers, many who hadn't seen their daughters in years, dressed in tuxedos and reunited with their kids in a classroom turned ballroom. The girls got their hair and makeup done, received gift bags and flowers, and shared a Thanksgiving-style meal with their dads. The event was created to help restore family bonds, give daughters a positive memory with their fathers, and bring some healing inside of one of America's most well-known prisons. So I thought this was dope, and I've seen stories like this before, like maybe other prisons have done something close to it, but these are, I think, the kind of stories that we need to hear when it comes to, I guess, if you want to talk about being in prison, ladies and or men who are incarcerated for whatever, having a moment of some type of normalcy or being treated as human beings, because we often hear how bad of a shape prisons are in and the conditions that they have these prisoners living in. But to hear a story like this where there's a moment of just normalcy for them, and or if these guys who probably maybe have never met their daughter, right, or got a chance to hold them in person, maybe you met them behind a glass wall, but there's a lot of different rules when it comes to being incarcerated, right? But I think it's super important that these things happen because young ladies need their father in their lives, just like young boys need their fathers for sure and their mothers. But I think it's that bond of that relationship that you've got to have, right? And especially at certain ages, it's crucial to have a relationship for both sides, being the child and the parent. All right, so I just want to get your guys' thoughts on daddy-daughter dance and just how important it is as a parent, or just having your mom or your dad in a situation where you can, if they are incarcerated, having a moment like this with them. Let's start with Sammy.
Why always be put on the spot?
Well, we haven't seen you in a couple weeks. You know, here for you first.
I guess. No, I think it's actually a thing, especially around the holidays. A lot of people don't know. I had a lot of titles. I used to be an officer, correctional officer, and you don't realize like how many suicide notices we would get throughout the holidays. So to implement that and give them that moment with their daughter is really important, and I think that was dope. Like that was really cool that they found a way to do that.
Okay. E.
No, I mean I agree with that. I think this story actually kind of hits a little different after reading or like seeing the interview with Hit Boy, and he was talking about how his pops had a plea deal. He could have taken a plea deal and stayed out, you know what I mean? But he was just like, he's so incarcerated in his mind because he was there for 30 years or something like that, that he went back in. And he's just like, bro, you have your family out here, you got a grandson. So I think every little bit of that, I mean, not even every little bit, all of it is all mental, right? So that little bit that they're able to accomplish with them being able to have a daddy-daughter dance, like, kind of coincides with what Sammy said. Like that'll probably keep them sane for a little bit longer, you know what I mean, or at least provide some hope of if they do have, you know, return dates, you know, to the outside world, because it'd be shit like that where you can't even imagine how somebody has the chance of being out but would choose to go back in because that's all they know, because that's probably predominantly where they've been for most of their life. So
all right, let's see. CB.
Yeah, nah, this one, this tugged on the heartstrings, you know what I mean? Is some of the videos of like, you know, daughters actually seeing their dad in person, like as an adult for the first time, or had been, you know, years, you know what I mean? They were like children when, you know, the last time they saw him, and now they're more grown. You know, but it's one of those things where it's an unfortunate situation, obviously, for the family to be in that, you know, scenario, but to be able to offer, you know, kind of this reprieve from all that, even if it's just for a night, for a day, I think is fantastic. And yeah, I think that it's really important for a lot of these kids to know that, you know, in this specific instance, these girls to know their pops are still there. You know what I mean? And
Right.
just having that experience, even if it's only like really a few hours, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff it's got to be irreplaceable. So I think this was awesome. Glad that they were able to pull something like this off, and you know, hopefully for everybody, it just makes the situation a little bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously with the incarceration, it like sometimes kids may feel like it's their fault, right? Kids always feel like they have to take the blame for why something bad happens, right? It's always on them. But I also think that like if you're doing life, and you don't have many opportunities to build a bond with your kids, you can still like to have an opportunity like this to build a bond or relationship with your kid, no matter if you're getting out or not, is still important, because I'm assuming being behind those walls is not a good thing. And this just gives you just, let's say, just a little bit of normalcy just to feel like a human being, though. So good story. Hopefully, you know, other correctional facilities will take heed and maybe do stuff like this or have programs like this to at least bring them back out into the real world, right? So families can be repaired. All right. We'll skip this story. Let's do. All right. ASAP Rocky, new ambassador of Channel, right? As you can tell, I'm very much prepared for tonight. Anyways, ASAP was recently named ambassador for the brand Chanel, right? Due to his influence in the fashion culture, the brand has reached out to him and decided that this was what they wanted to do going forward. I don't know how long the deal has been for. Here it is right here. Previously ambassador of Bottega, rapper A$AP Rocky has been named official ambassador of Chanel. The rapper was recently spotted in New York, down on one knee. I know that went viral. A lot of people saw him proposing to Margaret Qualley, which of course sparked plenty of rumors. Now the rapper is behind the scenes. We figured out that it is a commercial, which will air December 2nd, which already happened, to unveil his brand or his part of the Chanel brand. Yeah, not much in that. So they said Rocky is an incredible artist who puts his heart and soul in every project he's involved in. In addition to being an incredible human being, musician, father, actor, and friend, he brings so much to the table, always delivers with kindness. We are thrilled to welcome him to the Chanel, and I'm thrilled to welcome him again to the family. Now, it's a great opportunity. I'm happy for Rocky. But, I mean, and maybe this isn't for me, but I've never seen Rocky as a fashion icon. Like, I mean, I've seen some of this. He had a couple attempted sneakers that didn't necessarily speak to me. They were hard to find and way overpriced. I know there's some Pumas out there now, not necessarily speaking to me. Where's Sean at? I need to ask Sean if he's into the Rocky Pumas. But to me, I don't know. I've never seen anything or what Rocky has done outside of wearing them selling that kind of top piece wig that he had on at Flognaw. What is the hair roller wig? Have you seen that? Yeah. So they're selling. He had his hair. He had like this hair roller hat on, and it looked like his hair was in rollers. But they're selling that now. I can't think of anything Rocky's done to be an ambassador or to, again, maybe it's not for me, but I know who he's with that maybe gave him the opportunity. So let's talk on it. I know CB, you're a Rocky fan. I'm a Rocky fan as well as far as music, but thoughts on Rocky being ambassador of Chanel?
Shout out to A$AP Rocky. 3 kids. 3.
Back to back to back.
That's the ambassadorship right there, man. But yeah, he's been not necessarily an ambassador, but he's like partnered with a bunch of other brands before, these high fashion brands, and Chanel being a women's only brand, they've had male ambassadors before, so it's not like he's the first of that kind or anything. But I think that for the audience that I think they're trying to attract, you know, he's probably the right one. And again, even if it is because of the gravitational pull of the goddess, it's fine. Shout out to A$AP Rocky, man. 3 kids.
Okay. E.
Nah, this is a good look. Unfortunately, bro, like A$AP's in the lane that we are not, which is like Fashion Week, runway type, you know, situation. So for him to, you know, for them to tap into him on this side as far as Chanel, like CB said, like, you know, it's just on the female side, Dot had on some shades or something like that, and everybody was trying to figure out like, oh, they got shades for dudes now, and they was like, nah, those, you know, females. But they are trying to, and I see this as a push for them, trying to figure out how to introduce that, right? Like, how can they, is there enough of a market, right? And of course, who better than our culture to always push, you know, fashion and, you know, just the look in itself, that others want to look like, even though they don't look like us. Yeah, I said that. But at the end of the day, you know, listen, it might not be for us, but it's a good look. The fact that he's able to land that type of deal. I think before he was with, I think he had the Guess one as well. He had
He's been around a couple times.
yeah. So, you know, if anything, that's like the elevation. You know, Guess was kind of like an old school, you know, kind of a nostalgia moment. The fact that he knew about it and even brought that back the way that he did, and didn't he didn't negotiate the tradition of Guess when, you know, how that product was out when we were wearing it back in the day compared to like how they dropped it back out. So shout out to A$AP for this. And yeah, I mean, shit, he got his name tied to a major brand, bro. Like, you can't hate on that, even if we don't know, and if we ain't ever gonna wear none of the products that this fool gonna come out with.
Okay.
That's Rihanna's man. He got that job because he's Rihanna's man. You know, we address Jay as Beyonce's man. That's Rihanna's man. But no, ASAP, he does a little fashion, kind of like E said. He does runway. He's more high end fashion. I don't know nothing about that. Y'all know I be on Shein, so I'm a fashion girl, but we ain't on the runway. So sorry. I think it's a good look. I actually caught the commercial, which is why I'm glad you said that. Cause I was on YouTube or something, and he was in the bed with a white woman, and I'm like, "Who the hell is this man?" I'm like, "This is not Rihanna, don't." And the commercial, it was a true fashion commercial because it really was no point or substance to the commercial. Like I didn't get it at all. Didn't. It's one of those commercials like, oh, you have to be into the arts, you know. It was one of those. But kudos to him. I love to see our people in different spaces and taking space. And hopefully he partners with them and makes something that we may want to wear.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Speaking of, I mean, you said it, so I'm a perfect opportunity. Speaking of space, won't you give me some space? Me and Sean Xavier's project that it made a couple of folks Spotify wrap up list, which is amazing. We appreciate the support. It's amazing. So 9 tracks. Me, Sean Xavier, Give Me Some Space, available for download on all streaming platforms, and the vinyl is available. So yeah, if you want to get those Give Me Some Space vinyls, make a good Christmas gift at this point. You're not going to get it by Christmas time because it takes like 30 days, but you can get it at the end of the year. So it's a good 2026 present to give to somebody. Also, what's another good gift to give to somebody? A D-Cup Custom.
Welcome to D-Cup Customs, the most creative crafter in these streets. At the heart of the magic is Doreen. If you can dream it, she can create it. Need a one-of-a-kind piece for your business, your project, or even just your ego? We got you. And it's not just tumblers either. We have shot glasses, pens, mugs, badge reels. Basically, if it holds ink or drinks, we do it. And Doreen, she made me a custom Black Panther cup. I was drinking out of it and somebody wanted it so bad, they offered to buy it from me right then. And Doreen looked at me and did this.
Take it, fool. Turn down that good money.
Look at this piece. It's gonna be amazing when it's done. But we don't just do ink and glitter. We also do custom vinyl. So again, if you can think of it, she can do it. We also love working with our guys, and we can't wait to work with you. So if you use the code WRSE15, you will get 15% off your order. Thanks. See you soon.
Shout out to the wonderful folks at D-Cup Custom. Shout out to Dimitri. Shout out to Doreen. Here's my custom D-Cup right here. Save 15%, WRSE15. Look at that. I've talked to Dimitri. I've been promised that the fellas will be able to go on and customize their very own D-Cup. I mean, just Jordan 6 infrared, one of my favorite shoes. There's the logo, DC, Chuck Brown, all that good stuff. So reach out, WRSE10.
Yeah, she get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it, do it, do it. Yeah, she get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. She get to the cash when she walk. She look like a bad when she walk. Girl, do it, do it, do it.
Oh, it did move. It was supposed to move you. All right, there you go. There you go.
Hey,
it is a Baddie game for December. One more. Here we go.
Okay, you ready?
All right, we ready to go. All right, Sammy, what do you have for us for this month's installment of Baddie?
All right. Well, it's December. Last year I gave y'all a Baddie wish list. This year I'm also giving a Baddie wish list. Majority of these things are on my wish list. So if y'all in the audience, you want to help us sister out, I got an expensive child. But we can go ahead and run it, Kaleo. So first we have stocking stuffers. We have a 4-in-1 tripod. that all of these are under $20. So I'm gonna start there. So this might be where you want to start with the Baddie. But there's a 4-in-1 tripod, a selfie light that magnetically connects to the back of your phone. That looks pretty cool. I think that's the one I'm anticipating the most. There's a mini fan, little cool little thing. It get hot, even though right now it's cold. It's also still cold in Texas, and I'm pissed off about it. But mini fan, also those little things like Khalil, just keep the thing up there.
Just keep it there. There you go. You got it.
Let me move to the side. They don't need to see me like that. There's a little button. Like if your buttons pop on anything, you can clip it and just add a little button. That's like $9 on TikTok and Amazon. And then there's a portable electric sewing machine thingy. And I thought that was so dope because if you have like a little snag or anything like that, you could just whip it out and fix your stuff. And all these things can fit in a purse, a nice size purse, not one of them baby purses. You know, people like to rock around with the baby purses. But all of this can fit in your purse, and that's why they're good stocking stuffers, and they're cheap.
Okay.
All right, we're moving up. The fitness baddies. Of course, all of this is under $40 outside of that Stanley, because if you include taxes, it's not going to be under $40. But it doesn't have to exactly be a Stanley. It could just be something like a Stanley. We need tumblers to go to the gym. You need to stay hydrated while you're working out. We need workout sets, baddies, new workout sets. Go to the gym looking good. You come out the gym feeling good. Hey, we're going to get to the gym perfume, Dave. Don't do that. Don't do that. But you go to the gym looking good. You know, you come out feeling good. Also have the J-Lab earbuds, True Tones. They blend in with your skin tone. So you don't have to worry about dealing, I don't know, like bright colors popping out from your earbuds. And then the gym perfume. Look, I feel that you should have a scent for everything you do in life. That's my personal feeling. But you definitely need a gym scent because the more you sweat, it'll help that scent come out instead of your nasty scents that we don't want to smell. I'm just the messenger. I'm just helping a sister out. Some baddies might not have a gym perfume, but I do. All right, this is the Big Mama No Kids list. This is the list that you can go cop this shit today. I gotta wait a little second. But you can go cop this shit today. They're under $200. But Pilates Reformer, that is $89 to $150, just depending on where you get it from. But if you're in your fitness era, of course, the new year is about to start. People about to act like they be in the gym. So this would be cool to try out if you gon', not really be in the gym. Instead of you subscribing to like a year in the gym, you can have something at home you can go to if you decide to quit after January. Then we have the solar power generator. Now I only want it because it's pink, but this would be very useful, especially for the baddies that live in Texas and have hurricanes and things like that. Now it's not gonna power your whole house. Please don't be that naive. But it can.
Somebody can put their refrigerator on that.
Don't piss me off. If somebody put their refrigerator, anyways, charge your phone, charge your iPad, some nice little things, and all you have to do is set it outside to charge it, and you can also plug it up to charge it if you have power. Next it's a 5-in-1 blow dryer and also a 5-in-1 wand curler. So the blow dryer is kind of cool. You can do the little 90s blowout with the blow dryer. It's different. I'm not even gonna say that because y'all not about to pause me.
Say it. Go ahead and say it. I dare you.
But it's different ways you can dry your hair and also different ways you can wand curl your hair. And then the final Big Mama No Kids thing on the list is a new vanity. They've been dropping these vanities like, I don't know, wildfire on TikTok, but it's under $200. It's like $185. And that is a steal in my opinion because my vanity light, I got it custom made and that shit was about $400, almost $500.
Good.
Yeah.
You should have made us guess the price.
Huh?
I think should have made us guess.
Y'all guess the price. But those vanities, like it has the tempered glass at the top. It's real dope, and it has the stands, and then it's got the lights. Like you could change the color of the lights. Some of them come with speakers. I think it's dope as hell to get that for under $200. I wish I had caught that in my life, and I might still catch that in my life because my vanity is going through it. My girl is a bit old. But yeah, that's the Big Mama No Kids list. That's the things you really want other people to purchase. You don't want to spend your money.
Okay.
And then this is for the cozy baddie. So, there's a heated weighted blanket. A weighted blanket is already at the top, but a heated weighted blanket is really gonna elevate your life. I feel like you're gonna be at the top of the totem pole, and then a heated snuggie. Imagine just walking around the house and you just got that shit on. You know, it's not even it's not even up for debate. You would catch me in my snuggie all day at work. I'll be in the meetings in a snuggie. Next, I found some little electric portable hand warmers. I think that's dope too. Don't look like that. Don't. I know what you're thinking, but keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it in there. But portable hand warmers. My hands get cold. My hands are cold now. Very beneficial. And then we also have a portable electric heating pad for my girls when it's Shark Week. Y'all know how Shark Week get. But during the winter, Shark Week is even more unbearable. Look, exactly. Never leaving your bed. But during the winter, Shark Week is even more unbearable because it's something that to do with your blood and it causes the cramps or whatever and all that special stuff. So, portable heating pad. You need that. You need that. And then we have the comfy, cozy, crafted Crocs. Those are stylish as hell. I want every color, but I'm doing a wardrobe transition, so I can only get one color. But I do recommend that the girls get it. Those are so cute, and I believe they're like $49, almost $50. You can just add it and just throw them on when you want to go outside. Make sure you have socks on. Don't be in Crocs. Okay. I didn't feel like I needed to explain.
All right, that's it. Awesome list.
It's an awesome list. Would y'all
awesome.
cop something for a lady in your life? You know, your mom, your sis, your woman.
The Stanley looks
Promising.
Looks promising.
Nah, there's
all that shit on the list, and you looking at a Stanley?
He's looking at what he could possibly use too. You know what I mean?
Exactly what I can afford. A Stanley. Ain't nobody buying no vanity.
Ain't nobody buying no what?
Vanity.
Why not?
What you see on this list?
What's that $20 list? Nah. My Duke's definitely is. I gotta. It's like, bro, we gotta. Our parents are like so stuck in their ways, bro. Like, I can see trying to get the Crocs, but like she wants like specific colors and it gotta be the same.
They have different colors.
She not going for none of that. The blanket shit. She ain't going for that, bro.
Really?
They got about 15 blankets draped on every couch that they got, and they don't use none of them clothes.
Demetria, I like to take the snuggie for myself.
You ain't gonna use the portable solar powered goddamn generator? What?
I mean, a generator is not a bad idea. I mean, what do you know? Yeah. I mean, that's not bad.
Nah, there's some stuff on there that I feel like could be useful. You know what I mean? The stocking stuffers. I got nieces and little sisters and stuff, younger sisters, I should say. I feel like I could also make a bunch of jokes with like those hand warmers and stuff. So
keep those there. All of you, keep those. I really thought y'all was gonna say something about the wine curler, but the hand warmers, okay.
Hand warmer can be confusing.
If you don't want me to
the wine
really
curler,
take the show off the rails.
Curler. It's the one under the The
Don't
Big
you
Mama
dare
No
pull
Kids
that damn
list.
picture up. Don't pull the picture
Yeah,
up.
no, that's a trap.
Do it.
a
Oh,
trap.
That right there?
shit.
Kids. Big Mama No Kids, Kaleo. The one curler.
That's crazy
Yeah.
work.
All right.
We almost made it. We almost made it.
I thought that one was really gonna have y'all like
CB was fighting
CB was
demons.
fighting. CB was fighting demons.
CB was
Yeah.
fighting demons.
He was
Okay.
fighting. He was fighting.
You know how on the Spotify rap they had your listening age? Well, my emotional age.
tell you what my listening
It's
age
giving
was.
13, 14. That's what we go,
Yeah, I'm not mature enough for this shit.
But speaking of mature for this shit, is DC Shop Pie. WRSC 10 saved 10% this weekend. Black owned business. Shout out to Grant. Shout out to Mark. One of the people at DC Shop Pie. Look at that. Black owned Chicago deep dish style pizza based out of the DMV. And they ship all over the US. So save 10%. Go to DC Shop Pie. Type in WRSE 10. Save 10% on your pizza this weekend. And it's a fight this weekend. You got Lamont Roach against Pitbull. Why not have a pizza?
This is a top notch question. This is a top notch question right
That
here.
is.
For short people and people that weigh under probably $1 something.
Now,
So,
pause. What the short people had to do with it? Because our feet can fit. Like we make the height requirements. You didn't have to do
there's a
that.
height requirement for a weighted blanket. That's even crazier.
Because if it's like, I mean, if it's above, what is it, 62 inches for me, it's definitely longer than me. But if it's not, it's okay.
That's why demons again.
CB, come on now. I'm gonna have to leave. What's going on? Oh,
There we go.
cut the show.
Got it? All right, well, let's here we go. All right, bro. Go ahead. Let's get to it.
All right, so listen, we kind of spoke on this topic a little bit earlier, just for or whatever. But it got me to thinking based upon longevity in the sense of like, the show itself, other shows, the buzz around it, the fact that it's the time frame as far as how long it's been on, it has to be spoken, and it has to be noted that Stranger Things has to be now in the same sentence. And y'all can hate me all you want. And again, they're different genres, so you can kick rocks all you want. But as much as we talk about how good The Wire was, how good The Sopranos was, how good Game of Thrones was.
Okay, that's what I thought you was going.
Stranger Things, unfortunately, you have to put it into that category. You have to. You have to. As much shit people talked about as long as it was off for the pandemic, and then for the writers, little strike and all that shit, people still couldn't wait for November to come, and the motherfuckers were still watching that shit. They done shut Netflix to the point where Netflix shut down because everybody was trying to watch the show on the same fucking day that it dropped out.
Yep.
Now, the reason why I also say this is because it fits the generational with us. Because as me and my bro always talk about it, right? This was a hopped up kind of Goonies and far the adventures, all the things that would come into play, the storytelling, the writing, all of that, the kids, all of this, right, is from our era of we had movies that were only a certain amount long. right? If this was back in the day and they were rocking series like this, Stranger Things would have been the Goonies for us as a series. So, but you can't look at it and not say that the time invested in the Stranger Things does not pull you into the same way that The Sopranos, that The Wire, Game of Thrones did. You're talking about nostalgic in regards to the times when The Wire came on, the music fit, as well as Sopranos. And in the same situation, the nostalgia that they're giving you while they're posting up about the 80s, the things that they done, and the culture that it's able to fit into, the fact that they did drops on Nike, the fact that they had drops before, the fact that they that in the same sense that it's enough to capture different generations, you got to talk about it in the same sense. And for the people that be like, oh, I never watched The Wire, that's on you. But it's still talked about. The Wire is still mentioned. You talking about, that's what it is. So, and it's not, again, I see Cardo's comment, it ain't for everybody. It ain't just like how The Sopranos wasn't for everybody. The Wire wasn't for everybody. Game of Thrones definitely was not for everybody. Game of Thrones was definitely not for everybody. It took a while for a lot of people to be a part of that.
So Game of Thrones, I kind of like I caught up. I told you and I talked about this. Game of Thrones, I caught up with right before the very last episode of the series.
Mm-hmm.
People had finally been talking about it, so I went back and watched every season and got caught up to the point right when the last episode was live. And it was amazing. And I can't imagine having to watch that in real time where there being a year or two in between series.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And that's just what Stranger Things has been doing to us. But I think your point, they're not all the same kind of show. But as far as, I mean, if you want to say cult classics or hood, classics, I think it does fall in that line because there's a big following, there's merch behind it, there's a huge community waiting for it. It's the topic of everything currently. So I mean, I would add Breaking Bad to that list too. So
for sure. And you also, and here's the other thing I think we touched bases on this was any series that we're able to watch from a time where we actually see the actors grow up, it only just it's a lasting moment for us again, whether it's the Cosby Show, whether it's A Different World. The fact is there's been other series that have come out for 2 or 3 seasons and that shit just went right by. There was it was here, then it was gone. This, however, is lasting to the point where, bro was like, I don't want to watch the shit. They like 20 years old now. How they gonna, try to fake us out like these motherfuckers grown in high school when we've been pump faking everybody back in the day. Everybody in the fucking Breakfast Club was definitely 20, mid 20s when they made that damn movie, right?
Absolutely,
right.
Absolutely.
So, hey, listen, but I think it's got to be talked about. There's no reason why it can't be put in that category as far as a lasting show series that has the same type of kind of longevity in life. You know what I mean? Like those other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have something to say. Are the YNs watching Stranger Things?
That's a
the
good
quarter
question.
zips.
I don't care.
But I think that we really when we're putting those type of shows into the category, we gotta see if it's transitional between generations. I don't think that Stranger Things will be that. Like when you were naming Game of Thrones, I'm sorry, I'm biased. You saying that wasn't for everybody. Game of Thrones was definitely for everybody.
How? So you saying so you're saying that the YNs will be quick to go watch a Game of Thrones before they go watch Stranger Things?
You watch a nigga get towed up by some dragons and shit. Some zombies. Some, that man fucking his sister over there.
Nope, take me off. Nope. I'm out.
But the storyline,
I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
More depth.
So
I'm not saying Stranger Things is not great. Like I feel like it is a great show.
The writing is amazing.
As historic as the shows that you named, E.
So, I think for me, the hold up for Game of Thrones was because it felt like a period piece. It felt like you know, it stuck within that time frame of wherever they were trying, but it was way more than that, right? I get it. That's why I drag my feet trying to get to Game of Thrones, because I don't want to see. Because as a kid, I watched Willow, and I just wasn't into that, like that, the sword fighting and all that those type of shows. CB, chill out. That wasn't.
You know what you said.
I know.
Y'all looking at me, but you know.
I know.
This is why.
What you said.
Why I am not showing my face back on this fucking show.
I don't think Willow would
Not.
like. I wouldn't put Willow in the same category as Game of Thrones, but again,
as far as time frame.
Okay.
As far as time frame, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, no, content different. But as far as time frame, like those type of movies around that time frame just never, like Rob Roy, and this just never had my attention. But when you watch Game of Thrones, it's completely different. It's all about the characters and all about the other stuff that's going on. You really don't pay attention to what time frame you're in.
Mm-hmm.
So I get that, and I get what my bro saying. I mean,
yeah, still a great show. Not taking away from what they're doing over there, because I
guess we got to see what it does once it goes off air. We have to see what kind of audience it picks up once it goes off air. Because The Wire gained a lot of folks once it went off air. Game of Thrones gained a lot of following once it went off air, because it stayed relevant as far as the type of piece that it was. Right, Breaking Bad gained an audience once it went off air. So I think Stranger Things can do that because the writing is so good, and any 80s kid nostalgia is you know, the Goonies is still relevant, and I think it will be relevant.
Millie Bobby Brown is a Liverpool fan, so that's all we need.
All right, here we go. All right, CB, what we got for that cop or chop?
So I believe this is returning for the first time. But the Gamma 11s are coming back December 13th. So not this Saturday, next Saturday. $235.
Jesus.
But we do know that the 11 is a favorite of the podcast in general. This is one of my favorite colorways that I've never owned. So I will likely be going after these personally. But y'all have the opportunity. One, did any of y'all have the OGs? And you know, are y'all going for these for $235? Y'all copping or chopping?
So I didn't own the OGs. This is actually the only 11 out of like that run that I don't have in the collection. I would cop, you know, if some things fall in place. But 235, this is a bigger story that we need to chase on Soul Tales, as far as the death of the resale getting ready that's currently happening. Yeah, if I had it available, yeah, why not? These are cops.
How you feeling, E?
Yeah, that 235 price tag is a little much for 11. I didn't get the first pair that dropped. But like bro said, seeing the way that the industry is kind of trending, I think these might still be sending, or if not, after probably the second week in after their drop, they're probably going to be definitely below retail.
That'd be a win.
Yep.
No.
How you feel, Sammy?
I will not be copping those. I don't even spend that on shoes that I want.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah. What about you, CB?
Oh, I'm copping. I'm, you know, I think that I gotta add these in.
Yeah. Okay. Now that the death of the resale in the Nissan is currently happening, the Ultima.
R.I.P. to the Ultima.
Ultima. I mean, you know,
A
I
great
was-
car.
I was thinking about this before we kicked off the show. Y'all heard me say it. I don't remember. That may have been the last car I was pulled over in.
being
I
profiled.
think that's all that we need to know about what follows Ultima.
Right.
It's like,
Okay.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's show some sneakers and let's make some announcements. Let's get up out of here. You want to kick off? Go ahead, lead off.
Yeah. Hopefully all this shit comes through. We know how the screen be going.
James go buy one shoe.
We got the Pearl foams.
Jesus.
These were, once they announced that these joints were coming back,
Yeah.
these were on my must cop list. Did not get the OG pair. My brother had them,
I got the
and
OG still.
he has subsequently he sold them years ago, and he was blown about that. And I'm happy to have these back in, you know, the family. So yeah,
I got the OGs of those. Those are great shoes.
I do think the OG colorway, which is a little bit more pearly, I think it's a little bit better than how
The color's off a little bit.
These are whiter.
Okay.
It's just whiter, but they're still.
The OGs definitely had like a pearl gloss to them. Yeah. Okay. Know that box.
clearly it ain't what I said. I fucking took an L on today, so damn it. But it's something similar though. And again, for bro, he knows what that color is.
Yep.
It's something about that. It's something about that. Well, we call it just the ESPN green here for us. You know what I'm saying? But no, these are the Sauconys, Sauconys, wherever you're from, depending on how you say it. But these are the Pro Grid Triumph 4s. Again, I had to cop a pair. I got these actually off of Kith as well. So shout out to Kith for that because they had the deal. But get you a pair. These are hella light. And again, you can't go wrong with the pair, especially knowing that it's about comfort and style around this part.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Cozy boy certified for sure.
Dope.
for sure.
I have sneakers again this week,
Okay.
y'all. So I got some New Balance 1000s.
Hey,
They were so cute. I wasn't
Okay.
supposed to get pink, but I had to because
On
it's
brand.
my favorite color.
Right.
But yeah,
Why weren't you
Here
supposed
you
to
go.
get pink though? That fits.
I'm changing my wardrobe. But I had to get these in pink. Just had to.
Okay. Nice. Have you worn them yet?
No, I haven't worn them yet.
New Balances. All right. So kind of being on brand for tonight, sort of. Now I don't think these pair had anything to do with the show, but this character definitely looks like Vecna to me. The name of the shoe is the Doctor Strangelove. It's so many layers to the shoe because the shoe goes inside here, presents like that. The box is the kind of the Tiffany color, blue or green, we would call it. But then the shoe itself.
Yeah.
So, and then you got like the
Those is
heart.
That's one of the best modern day, like in the last 10 years, dunks, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep.
Doctor, and then right there, Strangelove.
Yeah, they did those.
So, I mean, you know, it kind of fits kind of what we're talking about tonight. But yeah, worn these a few times, super comfortable. And I'm assuming this is kind of like a material. Would you call it like a
Like
velvet?
velour.
A velour? Yeah, velour. There you go. So,
Crushed velvet, velour,
Crushed
maybe
velvet,
whatever. This the shit that's on the back of Sammy's background. That shit. A different color.
great SB reminds me of, yes, yeah, definitely one of those dope collabs. All right, so look, we are here. Another successful Baddie behavior. Appreciate you. Let's make a couple of quick announcements. Sammy, let's talk about what you got going on. I know you did a
Chocolates.
Okay.
Yes, I did a Chocolates, my first Chocolates networking mixer. It was very cool, exciting. I hosted it at a Black-owned coffee shop. And they are very intentional about like the things they do, and they donate 15% of their proceeds to Haiti, and education in Haiti. So I thought that was pretty cool. And it was really a great,
Black owned, you say?
Yeah, black owned. A lot of things that you'll be seeing Chocolates partner with will be black owned, blackity black, y'all. But yeah, it was cool. I met some dope individuals. We got to talk about health and wellness in our community, and I enjoyed it. I will be dropping my next Chocolates event, which will actually be like a Pilates class this month. So if you are not already following Chocolates HTX on Instagram, go ahead and follow us because I'll be dropping the date soon.
Dope. Yeah, that's
No, Jen. My bad. And it's called Caribbean Creole Coffee, and they're off of Barker, Cyprus.
May have to get them on the show.
Yeah. I think they would be very.
Sammy dropped the
interested.
pin.
Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Bro, you got anything up for the weekend? Steve, you got anything up for the weekend?
Nothing crazy. As we know, the temperature has dropped precipitously, so the chances of getting some golf swings, unless it's within maybe a heated bay, are. I got to think about how I'm phrasing stuff. We're gonna get some swings in this weekend, one way or another.
Got you. E, you got anything going, bro?
Work. That's it. That's
Same here. Study all weekend. Abstract tomorrow, live on Station Head. Beforehand, Kindle B Morning Show, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific on Station Head. It is Funky Friday. So check out the Kindle B Morning Show, followed by We Are Something Else, Mr. Abstract with me. Something dope will be happening tomorrow on the show. I'll say that. But other than that, download Gen X TV. Get your Fire Stick or your Roku for Gen X TV because you will be able to find one of our top 5 wrap-up shows live on Gen X TV in the next couple of weeks. So shout out to Gen X, Coach Kim, Chauncey, Ebony, the wonderful crew over at Gen X, who we're partnered with. So yeah, top 5 shows are getting ready to happen. Top 5 albums, top 5 sneakers of the year. We're going to lock in the 2 dates.
Top 5 rappers.
Put feelers out there. We're trying to figure out what folks said, what folks want to do. But yeah, top 5 albums, top 5 albums.
Dylan.
Jesus. Top 5 albums, top 5 sneakers in the year.
couldn't resist.
So if y'all want to participate, pay attention to our socials because I will be putting out like a little template for you to fill out for your top 5 albums or your top 5 sneakers if you have them. You want to submit them so we can talk about it on the show. It's our big show of the year. Our 2 biggest shows.
You know what? You know what, bro? Fuck that. Hey, we're gonna select out of all the people who follow us. If you submit your top 5 sneakers, pictures, names, right? We're gonna do a raffle, and we giving out a gift card because motherfuckers like money and they only do shit for money. So, guess what? Get some motherfuckers to follow the show. Have them do their top 5, right? Tag us, do all the shit that you do on everybody else's page but ours.
Let's give away DC Shop Pie too, and let's give away D Cup Custom.
There it is.
Let's do that. Let's
Stop with your bullshitting. Let's see if you really about.
I feel like I'm
really about the support.
And we got shirts. So yeah.
Audience.
Let's figure out what we're gonna do. Let's do that. It's the end of the year. We gotta give back,
You
right?
get
So
a
let's
card.
give away a D Cup Custom. Let's give
gift.
away a Shop Pie. Let's give away some merch and instead of gift card, right?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. That's all I got. Let me make sure my buttons are right. I started off kind of janky with the buttons.
Hey, Kendall, you know what? The Slots and Swap Me gift card, they gonna have to walk in with one of us. So we know that ain't gonna happen. With the appropriate dress code.
All right. That's it, y'all.
I spit hot fire.
Yo.
Coming, I am fishing. Just about to jump into the bag. They ain't coming, they ain't.